just about set and towing the slab. Kevin Gossman. What do we have on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
So here's Baltimore's lineup to start 2025. Chris, this is a team looking to take the next step.
Yeah, Boog, they've had tremendous seasons in 2023 and 2024, winning 192 combined games, but they still haven't won a postseason game since 2012. With that said, I think this could be the year that changes.
1 out, base is empty. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And there are 2 down.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound to pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Now, Gunnar Henderson.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Two outs, base is empty. That clips the zone. 0-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Kirk makes the grab, and that's the inning. Orioles held in check there. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And a foul ball. Back up the middle and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And the batter is George Springer. Bunts it in the air. Fires down to second, out there.
Now the catcher's so quick on that. Love the athleticism to get out there, cut off that lead run, and keep a runner out of scoring position. I tell you what, pitcher is very grateful for that.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And a foul ball. Man at first, 1 away. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Pretty flashy with the bare hand grab right there. Kind of risky, but man, he made it look easy.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away. Now it's the DH, Nathan Lucas. That one is absolutely belted. Gone! That should put a jolt into this home crowd. His first homer of the year, and that's how they take the lead. It's 3-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. And that one lifted in the air center field. And that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Fielder Tyler O'Neill.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Gosman back to work. That misses, and it's 1-0.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And another ball. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Fouls one off. 2-2. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing. Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And there's a foul ball. And he deals. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. This one in the air center field. Varsho squeezes it, and that is that. Back here in Nationals Park, bottom of the inning, here's Andres Jimenez. Dives, but it falls, and now it looks like extra bases. Around second now, as they still don't have it. Coming around third is Jimenez. Not in time. He makes it safely for an inside-the-park home run.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside-the-parker, and, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting a second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
And now, Alejandro Kirk. Fouled off left side.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
That one ripped left field. O'Neill going back on this one. And that one is off the wall. Relay to second, in there safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here on opening day. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Bo Bichette, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. That's a laser base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's got no chance. He's out.
Well, he just ran through a stop sign right there. Third base coach had both hands up, trying to hold him at the base. He decided to go anyway, and he's out by a lot at the plate. I'm sure the third base coach and the manager are pretty frustrated right now.
Here's George Springer. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 6-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate, here it is, watch it, I'm going to jog around the bases.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Keegan Aiken.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across. Bottom half of inning number 2. On the ground, Westberg gets it to first, and Guerrero is set down. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. 2 homers in the inning lead to 3 runs. We played 2 full. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning and into the box for Baltimore, Adley Rutschman. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Caught him looking for the K.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So up next, Jackson Holliday. Foul ball there. Holliday in the 8th spot in today's lineup. A former first-round pick in 2022. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Laureano comes up to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And it's fouled away. Foul ball, still 0-2. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that just misses. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Dunks one into left. So now back to the top of the order. Cedric Mullins digs in now. Grounded out his first time up. That one fouled off. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And that's a foul ball. Laureano, the runner at first with two gone. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And down on strikes he goes. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game. So one hit is all they get. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. Ground ball to the right side, and foul ball.
Well, these Blue Jays really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Bunting for a hit, he pops it up. Rutschman fires over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Digging in, Nathan Lucas. He's already homered here in this one. Line drive. And there's two away. So digging in, Ernie Clement. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Mullins reaching back towards the wall, and he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Ramon Urias. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Henderson, batting with one down, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. O'Neill stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Right down to shoot. That is strike 2.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Orioles nothing. Back in Washington, D.C. Bottom of the 4th. And now here is Andres Jimenez. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Doubled his first time up. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they add a pair. It's 8-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Fly to left his first time. In the air out towards right center. Laureano sprinting after it. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo.
So the batting order turns over. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a chopper out to short. Henderson over to first in time. And Bichette is retired.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
And that one in the air center field. Mullins settles under it. He makes the grab. That is the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now an 8-0 game. Back after this on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Gausman back to work. And that is cut on and missed. It's 0-1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with, and there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Gone. His first homer of the year, and they've got their first run. It's 8-1.
Well, there goes the shutout, just like that. They're still behind, but this is a start. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Here's Adley Rutschman late on that fastball. That's a strike. 0-2. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
And that is out of play. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here on opening day. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Springer there makes the catch. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Nationals Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a foul ball.
Well, these Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me...
Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw comes in too late, and they can't get the out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Line drive, caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
And first offering is fouled off. Snap throw to first. Dives back and he's out.
Wow, that can be so tough. Left-hander with that leg. Picks it up and can dangle it in the air a little bit, and you're not quite sure. Really good move over, and you can't blame the base runner for getting picked off on that one.
Two down, nobody on. And that one is lifted in the air. Mullins makes the play, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Ramon Laureano. Laureano in his 6th season, 30 years old now. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Mullins, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Gosman ready to fire now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And the 0-1. Swings through that.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That one misses. Ball 1. And they'll do it again. And that's a strikeout looking. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
That was loud contact and a no-doubt doubled off the bat. I didn't know it was going to land in the bullpen, though, and he's really improving his accuracy out there. It's almost like he tried to do it.
So a man aboard, and now Andres Jimenez. He's already homered in this game. Line drive. It gets down, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And now Alejandro Kirk. There's a strike. On the ground, 2 ball. Here's Holiday for 1. And a run scores on the double play.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Keegan Aiken gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher. Coming on for the Orioles, Andrew Kittredge.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep this score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Nicely done for the out. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. A big performance on the mound, lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Throws to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for the Orioles, first baseman Ryan O'Hearn.
2 down, bases empty. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swings through that one. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
The Blue Jays up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Varsho moving under it. Makes the catch, inning over. And we're back, set for the last half of the 7th. And here is Bo Bichette. That one ripped. And Out of here. He jacks that one out to left. And they add on. It's 10-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Swing and a base hit. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 3. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Spin throw, that's 1. Onto O'Hearn, 2.
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
And now the DH, Nathan Lucas. Liner, and that should be extra bases. In to score is the runner from third, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. Cut off, throw to second, and they almost caught him, but he's back in time. Man at second here with 2 away. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. That's towards center. Mullins settles under it and makes the grab. And that ends the inning. So 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. Jays 11. Back in Washington, D.C. We go to the 8th and into the box for Baltimore. Jordan Westburg swings through the fastball up in the zone. Gosman still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Just misses. Now 1-2. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of the hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
And now Adley Rutschman, 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Now this is in the air down the line. Santander in pursuit. Makes the catch. That's out number 2.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Back here in Nationals Park, bottom of the 8th. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Out of here! Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 12-1.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Brian Baker.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers in their number.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one hops against the fence.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Man at first. Now at the plate, Dalton Varsho. 0 for 3 in this one. That's out to center field. Mullins under this one. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, shortstop. Boom. Bichette.
So man aboard, Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Drilled out towards left center field. Way back there. And that ball is gone. He circles the bases. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 14-1.
Pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
So up next for Toronto, George Springer. Line to left. Gets down, base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman.
One gone, runner at first. And next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. On a line out towards center. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting,
And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. He's sort of your typical power hitter. Wouldn't necessarily call him a 3-true outcome guy, but he's in there to hit home runs.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Fans dig the long ball, bro.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. That one hammered left field. That's back. And gone. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 16-1.
Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball.
2 outs, nobody on. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Nathan Lucas. Now that's smacked to right center. This one looks like trouble, and it gets by him. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So 2 down, and now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Swings here and blasts one left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Trying to put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Andres Jimenez now at the plate. Holiday to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. Through 8 full, the Jays are out in front, 17-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th. Here's Ramon Laureano. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that's a foul ball.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 0-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And that misses. And that's ball 1. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Set down on strikes. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Orioles down to their final out. Now the number 2 hitter, Ramon Urias.
0-1's the count.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. The Orioles down to their final strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit.
Got him. And that'll do it.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started with.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Don't nobody wanna dance slow when the rain. Smooth your, don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth your. Sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab. Got my pen and pad, booking instrumentals and smash. Catch the bus regardless. Trying hard to be an artist, but my A&R be calling me out my zone into his office. Being cautious, cause he don't want my record to break. Asking me how I think my project's progressing. I say cool, but the truth is I'm stressing the grip. Cause it's hard to